Hello, everybody. My name is Sneaky Snake. Today we're going to be doing another list review. Sorry if the audio quality is bad. I think my microphone might have gone out, but yeah, anyway. Regardless, I've been having a time in military orders. Never say that I don't post videos about my losses because that's all I've really been posting in the past couple of videos. So yeah. Without a further ado, let's get into it. Also, a quick side note. I painted my models and scanned them into TTS recently, and they look wonderful. Not to brag, but I really like them, so take that. Okay, anyway, moving on. So this is the list that I brought against my opponent Hackney. He was playing Starmada, and our mission was Unmasking. So, what was my thought process behind this list? Well, I wanted to have a list that had two Harris teams, and I wanted to bring DeFerson, and I wanted to bring the Crux as well in the same list. And so, basically, from that starting point, we start to build out the list. I've really been enjoying the Harris team with DeFerson, the Hospitaller, and the Knight of Santiago, KHD. The thing is, it's a little expensive, and it's really slow. So I don't know how much I'm going to be taking it in the future. I like it because it's really tanky. It's very hard to crack. But the biggest problem I've really been running into with it is like, well, what the heck do I do with this? Like the first and GLT, so you can't really throw them into the midfield, and also it's slow, like I already said, so it's kind of hard to move out into the midfield to begin with. You're just like losing a lot of momentum. I think whenever you try to activate it. So yeah, I don't know. It just kind of stinks because I really do like the Hospitaller Doctor. I might have to figure out a different way to approach this, but yeah. Anyway, that's just kind of my loose thoughts on the Harris team right now. The second Harris team, however, was excellent. So for that one, I brought a Crux with a multi-marksman rifle, and he's being tagged along by two Teutonic Knights, one specialist, and the other being a light shotgun 10 bot. See, this is a really good midfielder list or midfielder link. Why you might be asking? Well, the thing that happens is you move them into the midfield. They're fast because they're 6'2", so they can get there. The Crux can basically bully anybody with his gun. And once the Crux has gotten your Teutonics into the midfield, they can do objectives and then just start like running at your opponent and shooting them and whatnot. And then with your last order, all you do is just put the Crux in suppression fire and bada bing, bada boom. You've got like this unmovable object in the middle. It's obviously not unmovable because then your opponent can just like walk up and HFT him or like hack him or whatever. But at least in theory, it's really good. Yeah, so I really like that Harris team, and I definitely will be taking it more often. Yeah, I mean, dude, just like the Crux just always does well, like in our game, he shot a Sekudroid like with my entire first turn, and the Sekudroid made like 11 saves, so that kind of sucks. But barring outlandish luck like that, he is usually pretty good. So yeah, I really, really like him. Just always consistently does really good in my list. Um, I brought a tech B because I've got three bots, so I thought I just might as well have some sort of like repairing capability. And then I've got two mule bots because they're cheap and I can't really afford anything in this list. And then finally to round it out, I've got a Fugazi and then three Trinitarians. So here's the thing. I've been really down bad about hacking. I don't know if that's the correct usage of that, but anyway, it's been terrible. I've just been having a really bad time with hacking lately. So I was thinking to myself, well, how do I make it to where people can't hack me? And the solution in my head was bring more Trinitarians because I already bring two. But maybe it's about time I start bringing three. It's a little overkill. That being said, they almost performed spectacularly in this mission. Unfortunately, they got a little unlucky. So one Trinitarian popped out and he instantly killed a beta troop Spitfire. That was great. Love to see it. It was kind of unlucky on Hackney's part, but also like, the odds are there. And then he moved up his Zeta, and all three Trinitarians had a line on his Zeta, and they all three shot him. Unfortunately, the Zeta basically just went through each one, face tanking two of the shots from two of them at a time, and then trying to kill the last one, or like whichever one he was targeting. And it took him like three orders to kill one, the next, and then the last one. So that was kind of a bummer considering he was on like negative 9 or whatever. But it is what it is. It happens. But yeah, I think that was. It's so funny. Like Trinitarians are hilarious to me because either they perform really well or they don't perform really that well. And I just feel like such a noob sometimes because I'm like, why the heck did I just reveal this unit, right? Like, there's so much more value to the Trinitarian outside of just revealing and putting your opponent on a massive negative modifier and just forcing them to make like a bad trade. Like I always talk about this and I don't practice what I preach, but really like the key of the Trinitarian sniper is that you want them to be shooting your opponent at a bad time, not at bad range bands necessarily. And the reason is because you like, for example, okay, let's say the beta had moved up. He'd spent like 5 orders maybe moving up the beta into the midfield. And then my Trinitarian reveals and shoots him, right? Well, the opportunity cost is way greater because the thing is, if he only spent 1 order on the beta and it gets shot, man, that stinks, but he can just repair it. But if the beta is already in the midfield, he doesn't have the ability to repair it. It's dead. And it just increase, and then also it hampers the rest of the link that he was taking because they no longer have a gun. And see, that is a far better situation than me just revealing my Trinitarian instantly, taking a good fight and killing him. So I need to learn for myself and not being and stop being such a dum dum. But yeah, basically, um, the list was fine. I don't know if I would take it again. There's another variation of this list that I think is far better that I'll probably be playing soon. But yeah, anyway, it did okay. The three Trinitarian snipers, even though they lost like everything, was still a really good. It just felt really good, I guess. So maybe I will be taking them more often in the future. But yeah, anyway, so just to like wrap up my thoughts, the Crux is really great, and I put in theory Wool because he was unable to kill anything, but in theory, he's really good. On the table, he feels really good. Sometimes your opponent just rolls good armor saves, and you just have to deal with that skill issue. Um, the next thing is like, okay, the first thing is really solid, but I really feel the lack of AP a lot. I don't know why. Like maybe it's just like an MO thing. Like I don't know. MO has been making me feel sad recently, but specifically with the first one, I don't know what it is, but the lack of AP just feels really bad. So I'll have to look into that more. He does well, like in a lot of games, but he does struggle a little bit sometimes. So yeah, I'm not really sure what to do about that, but the disposable Teutonic Harris was really good. I really liked it because it takes a lot of your opponent's orders to clear it out of the midfield, and they can also do a lot, like just by themselves. So yeah, for that reason, I really enjoy having them. Um, what was the other thing? Oh yeah, the Crux slaps in the midfield. He is so good. I mean, even if you're not putting him on suppression fire, like inside of his little Harris team, he's still very good. Like he's on +2 special dice. He's shooting people with his DA, blah blah. But if you do put him in suppression, he's even worse because he's burst 4, and he's putting your opponent on a -3, and it's just like everything. So yeah, really love the Crux. Really like the disposable Teutonic Harris. Not sure how I'm feeling about the first one now because he keeps failing me. And yeah, the Crux is great. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope the audio wasn't too bad. Let me know in the comments if the audio sucks, and I guess I'll go buy a mic. But yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoy, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao.